Hi guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome back if you've been here before. My name is Autumn and I am back with another video. So today marks exactly 6 months since I have left the United States. I have been in Japan for 6 months as of today, Monday, October 17th. What? I know, it doesn't feel like it's been 6 months. It honestly feels like it's been like a year. But yeah, I'm just kind of gonna get into like a 6-month review or update of what's been going on in my life in these last 6 months that maybe you haven't seen on camera. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So first, I guess I can revisit some of the topics that I talked about in my 1-month update. I will link that up above. As far as my placement goes, I absolutely love it here in Fukushima. It's the best of both worlds. Like I said before, I've got a little bit of city, a little bit of Inaka. It's perfect. The one thing that I say that I love and hate about Fukushima is how far it is from Tokyo. For one reason and one reason only, and that's because my hair. It is so hard to find someone to do my hair. Yes, it is turning green. It's doing it on its own. So you know, whatever. But yeah, that's the only thing. Also, in that same retrospect, like I still like love the fact that it's not super close to Tokyo, because then I don't think I would feel like I've been in Japan for years, even though I've only been here for 6 months. So my placement is still perfect. I guess we can get into my school life. So my school life is still great. What that looks like every day, I go to 2 schools. I have one school that has the majority of my students. The classes range from sizes of 35 to 40 students. And I go to that school maybe 3 weeks out of the month. And then my other school, which is much smaller, is maybe a size of about 20 or so students per class, as low as 15. And I go to that school once a month, or 1 week out of the month. And I love both my schools. Team teaching is still just as difficult. I sometimes don't know what the teachers want from me until we go in the classroom and they're like, we're doing this page. And I'm like, oh, okay. I also will say that, like I said before, the number one shining point is the kids. Like they are what get me up in the morning. Like, not that the job is unfulfilling for me. I love seeing them try. I love seeing them not try. I like getting to know a lot of the kids. I will say that I do have some favorite students. I probably should not have favorite students, but I do have favorite students at both schools. I love the ones that are really excited to talk to me and actually try. Especially during our speech contest period, I was able to get to know a few students like very well. So hopefully next year I'll get a bunch of more favorite students. But yeah, so like the kids are the best part of my job. I could do this all day just for them. The next topic I wanted to talk about is travel. Because you guys have seen so much of my travel on my channel, I wanted to explain like how is it easy for me. These last 6 months I have been to 13 prefectures and it's been a challenge because it's not cheap, but I've been using the public holidays as like my piggyback. I will get into more detail later in other videos about this, but just know like traveling has been great. The last 6 months have been wonderful. I've seen so much of Japan. Oh my god. And think there are 48. I think there's either 46 or 48 prefectures. And I've only seen like barely 10% of that. Like that's insane, because all that I've seen so far has just been amazing. So that's yeah, I just wanted to briefly touch on that. That will be in another video, so do stick tuned for that. So the next topic is obviously friendships. Before, when I talked to you guys, I had only been here for a month, so I didn't really have like friends, but I had like friends, like acquaintances that I could call friends. But now, being 6 months in, I can full-heartedly say I do have a couple of friends that I will go to bat for. First of all, I've got, like, there's nobody in this prefecture and that's on Jet and or Interact that I do not like. I like everybody. Some people are more palatable than others, but I really don't have anybody that I'm disliking here in Fukushima Prefecture. Everybody is great. There are some people, some Jets that I connect more with than others, and that's okay. It's gonna happen. My all-time favorite person, you guys know her, you've seen her. She has been on this channel before. Evie. I love that girl. She's hilarious. I never knew, and I guess this is just naive of me, but I never knew how, or I never imagined having friends from other countries and actually like enjoying people from other countries' time. So like me and Evie, we live, I live above her, but literally we talk every day. Even if it's just like, what are you eating today? I don't know. So yeah, along with Evie, I've made a bunch of other really great friends. I will not name drop because then some people might be upset. But like, I've met a lot of really dope people, and honestly, like, I would not give up these people for the world. If you liked this video so far, please give this video a thumbs up. If you have comments or questions related to the JET program, related to my time being here for 6 months, please put them in the comments down below, and let's continue on with this video. Okay? So how's my mental health doing? My mental health is actually, it started off going wonderfully. I will admit there are some times when I get really upset about things that I can't control and that I know Japan can't control. So I have been doing a lot of like self-reflecting, and I talk with my family at home all the time, so that does help with my mental state. What bothers me when it comes to my mental health, what bothers me is things that have bothered me in the past. I don't think Japan is doing a good or bad job at agitating my my preconceived notions about myself. And so that's on me to fix, and I might do a video about that some other time. My mental health is doing great. I do wish that I had access to a therapist, just because I can see with the summer months being gone and winter months coming, like I could see some things creeping up on me, because I do get seasonal depression. But like, it's not like I'm not harmful to myself when I have seasonal depression. I'm just like immensely sad for no reason for a very short period of time when the sun is gone. Yeah, well, maybe I'll look into some resources for that, and if I find any, I'll show you guys. But yeah, so other than that, my mental health is okay. I'm not really feeling any homesickness except for items and products that I cannot get here. I don't feel homesickness for people because, like I said, I do still talk to my family pretty much every week. I don't really feel like loneliness here, so I'm not dealing with any of that. My biggest homesickness comes from not having certain things, and one of my biggest homesickness like issues is food. And I guess, how can I explain this? I took for granted how easily accessible other people's cultures' foods were in America. So in America, at any given time, you can get up and get Mexican food, Indian food, Filipino food, Japanese food, Chinese food, Korean food, anything your heart desires in America, you can find it. In Japan, it is not like that at all. I haven't even found a Mexican restaurant that's like worthy of my time. They don't have the same spices here. They don't have the same food here. They have Indian food, but like, count yourself lucky if you can find some jerk chicken in this place. It's not happening. So that is one thing that I do really, really miss about America. But other than that, there's not a whole lot that I like really, truly miss. Okay, so Japanese ability. Let me explain. First of all, I have never not wanted to study Japanese so much than when I am living in Japan. I crack open my book and I'm instantly like, I don't want to be here. I don't want to do this. So because I'm surrounded by it every day, it's just not really desirable for me to study in my downtime as much as I would love to, and I am taking a test soon. I just cannot get into it. I can't. It's so hard for me to just like seriously sit down and study. I've been on chapter 7 of Genki 1 for like 3 months. I gotta get it together. But yeah, with that being said, it is much easier for me to communicate than I did when I first got here. I definitely can understand a lot better than I can reply. And that's just my own fault because I don't force myself to actually reply. I usually use Google Translate as a crutch, and I know I do, and it's not okay. I do go to a conversation class every Friday with my other ALT friends and a lot of the Japanese people in the community that I live with. And it's been a really good way of making older Japanese friends. Back to the whole friendship thing, I haven't made any younger Japanese friends, like people in my age group. Most of my Japanese friends are in their like early 40s and up, which is fine because I truly believe you should have a friend in every age group. We do speak in Japanese to each other in that class, and we get to know each other, and I've even got a chili plant from one of the Japanese people that is in that class. Thank you so much, Nozomi. I love you. Thank you. But yeah, so like my language ability is increasing, but not like exponentially. And that's just my own fault because studying is so hard. Like honestly, when I'm around it all day and I'm hearing it all day in class and the kids are speaking to me in Japanese, I just want to come home and just be immersed in English for once. A language I can understand and I don't have to think about. So maybe that will be my challenge for the next 6 months, is to really work on Japanese, like for real. But yeah, so that's pretty much it with all the like mid-sections of my 6-month update. I did want to come on here and give a quick little rant about things or issues that I am having in Japan. And this is not by any means to say that like I don't like being here. It's just these are things that I have noticed that I do not like, that I cannot control or wish I could control, and I'd like them to change. My first rant is Japanese old men. A lot of them are really nice, but some of them are very mean, very mean. They are like the meanest demographic of Japanese people I've ever met. I've had an altercation with one. He hit my car. Yeah, it's just, yeah, what? They're very rude people. And I mean, maybe that's just because, you know, most men are kind of rude anyway, but like, I don't know. I just think there's a point in Japanese people's lives where they just like are screw being nice to people. I'm just gonna be mean, and that's it. That's all you're getting. And I guess I ran into a real ripe one that day. Another thing that I don't like about being in Japan is me being fat, which is not something that I can control per se, because like I'm not fat, but I'm also not like a toothpick. It's been very difficult to find clothing here. It's been difficult to be involved in certain things. I did go to a couple of theme parks that are not big people friendly, so and I'm not even that big, you guys, so yeah, just I'll get in. If you guys want to see a video about that, I'll probably do a little mini story time about that, but it's really not like, it's not scandalous or anything. It's just I live in a country where big people are not the norm, and really tiny, small bodies are normal here. Racism in Japan, I can't really speak on it too much because to me, so far, I've only been here for 6 months, but for me, racism in Japan isn't really racism. It's ignorance and the not knowing that is the problem. But I feel like as long as there's more people like me that come and just kind of break the mold for a lot of these Japanese people, then that helps. I'll come back to you guys in 6 more months and let you know how I feel about that. But so far I haven't had any racist encounters, like blatantly racist encounters in this country. So I will say, like, thank goodness for that. Like I said earlier, finding things in Japan is so hard, but for me, it's like the simple stuff. They don't have like onion powder, garlic powder. I was looking for a knee brace. They don't have a knee brace that fits me. Like, it's just like little stuff like that. I think that I took for granted how many resources in America were at my fingertips, and you don't have that here. And it's the one thing I don't like about this place, is like it's very difficult to get things in this country. Another thing that I don't like about living in Japan is obviously I am natural, so it is very, very, very difficult to get my hair done. I have yet to find a Tohoku-based hairstylist that is near Fukushima, but then not in Tokyo. So, yeah, because Tokyo's expensive. It takes like, it's anywhere from $300 to $400 to get down there, let alone spending money to get my hair done. Like, yeah. So the other thing that I don't like about this country, but honestly this can be any country, it's just this one in particular, I've noticed an increase in bad drivers. And it's not any like racism stuff here. Like, legitimately, people just lose all niceness when they get behind the wheel. Like, they just do not care. There are no F's given, and they will like my granddad used to always say, they're not going to hit you because they don't want to do the paperwork. Japanese people will hit you. Their cars will collide and they do not care. Like, maybe that's because their insurance is so good here, but you will get hit. So just be vigilant when you're driving. Oh my God, I've never seen a race of people just like seriously be so reckless behind the wheel. I mean, people here watch TV while they drive. I mean, I know I'm a good driver, so like that's just not a thing in my world. But my last thing about Japan that I don't necessarily like very much are these prehistoric bugs. Oh my God, these things are massive. There's a spider that sits outside of my school that it's like the size of my fist. So scary. I do not like bugs. Oh, kawaii. Scary. No, you can miss me on the bugs. Dame. No bugs. They are massive here. And wow, they take a very long time to die. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. I have lost the sun officially. The sun is gone. So I'm gonna let you guys go. Thank you guys so much for watching my channel. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And remember, if you have any questions or comments about the JET program or anything about my life living in Japan for the 6 months that I've lived here, please put them below. I will be happy to answer your questions either in the comments or with a video in response. So I will see you guys later. Bye. I legit, like, my hair, look y'all, look, my hair is green. It's doing whatever it wants. It's doing whatever it wants. And I lost the sun. There's no sun out there. It's supposed to rain all night and tomorrow. So I had to get this video recorded. But happy 6 months to me.